Insurance companies bailing out of the housing market. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses as I blow the lid off the U.S. economy and the U.S. housing market. Why, you ask? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you they're tied together. If we lose one, we will lose them both, and they're both under attack as we speak. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron will sharpen iron. We got to sharpen a little iron today, my friends. Welcome to the show. So the latest report now, farmers, Allstate, they're pulling out of insuring homes. This is a big problem, friends. This is not what the housing market needed, because if you're pulling a loan on your property, you're required to carry insurance on the property, and they're no longer providing insurance for homes, at least here in California. Now, they want to blame it's fire season's coming up. We're breaking all the wrong records because we've never throughout history, we've always been known in California, earthquakes and wildfire. We've always had it all. For some reason, the insurance companies now are no longer willing to insure homes, even though we've always had wildfires and earthquakes in California, but all of a sudden now, I don't know, maybe they know something we don't. I personally believe if we're reading between the lines and looking between the cracks, heat mapping, temperature checking, everything we can to have our heads wrapped around this thing properly so we understand the waters we're navigating through, they don't want anything to do with a housing bubble. We had overnight appreciation to never seen before highs. Mortgage defaults are at risk. We're at risk of a wave of mortgage. A quick break from the show to bring you today's video sponsor, Noble Gold. I would never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself. I own gold and I believe you should as well. Let's hear why. Fend off concerns about economic downturns and let your wealth thrive with the timeless security of precious metals. This month, the first quarter-ounce gold standard bullion coin ever issued with King Charles III's image can be yours with your own qualifying IRA or 401k rollover. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments. Call Noble Gold Investments at 877-646-5347 to get started, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com, and there will be a link in the description of this video. To Noble Gold for sponsoring today's video. Always be careful when investing. There's always going to be risk. Now, let's get back to today's video. As the U.S. savings rate is at an all-time low, people are running on fumes. U.S. debt is at an all-time high. People are living on credit cards. Auto repos are spiking. That's what happens prior to mortgage defaults. The first thing you're willing to default on is the car. We've been providing reports of all of that. So to drive our point home today, let's jump over to a news article. Then we're going to meet back here to wrap this one up. Let's get started. State Farm Insurance stopped selling new homeowner policies in California on Saturday. Now a second major carrier, Allstate Insurance, confirmed today it ended new home policies in the state last year. On top of that, sources tell 7 on your side, a third carrier, Farmers Insurance, is limiting policies for new customers. The exodus comes as wildfire season looms ahead. Well, something looms ahead. Maybe we're just using this as an excuse to start getting away from the housing market. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. That is what's going on now. This tells me that this could be coming to a town near you. Insurance companies are distancing themselves from the housing market. And like I said before we cut to the article, this is the first time that I'm aware of in U.S. history that this has ever happened. We're breaking all the wrong records in this one. So I believe personally, friends, what we're seeing here is a housing market in trouble. When insurance companies that make money in this mess off the housing market are bailing out of the housing market, that's not a good sign. And we continue to see the real estate companies that play in this environment, the builders, how their stock values are just tanking, how the iBuyer program is now on life support as Zillow has bailed out and Open Door continues to lose money as they try to navigate through this. It's clearly another sign of bubble behavior actually popping. So now we get to all make a decision. What level of a housing downturn are you forecasting personally? Now, we also know that all areas will behave differently. Real estate is very, very local. Some will get hit first, some will get hit last. Some will be the first to climb out, some will be the last to climb out. Some places will get hit harder than others. So a lot of those areas are already showing their true colors, which ones are starting to have problems and which ones are maybe just flatlining at best. But make no mistake about it. You might be recession insulated with your local real estate, but you're not recession proof. Everybody will get hit if we hit a deep cycle recession, which I personally believe, and I take no pleasure in saying this other than the fact this is an economic awareness channel, and I'm doing my best to just raise awareness and let people know there will be blowback. We've always had booms and busts in the markets. The unfortunate byproduct of stimulus is we overheated the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. housing market. If we lose it, we will end up in the deep throes of a deep cycle recession. If that happens, it will have global financial market ripple effects. I continue to think about 2008. It was subprime mortgages that caused the last downturn and crash of the housing market. I almost feel like it would be a day at the beach if all we were talking about in today's trending headlines was a subprime mortgage crisis. I continue to see so many problems right now with the economy, and I know many of you do too. And it's not only financial problems, we're entering into social decay and political decay along with economic decay, all threatening this one. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as somebody who wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history, of course, would have blowback. You're seeing insurance companies now want to distance themselves from the U.S. housing market. That is not a good sign. That's the sign there's clearly warning signs that have insurance companies' attention. They do not want to be exposed to this at any level. They might be saying this is due to California wildfires. I think it might be something much bigger. I'm going to continue to do my best to protect us every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me. Need help buying or selling real estate here in America? I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. If you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.